problem saying it. I don't see why you should, right? But if you have a problem going into the bookstore and asking for Oh, My Testicles, A Tale of Entanglement by Lyndon Baptiste, then at least look at the picture very carefully. It's nice and easy, very, nice
Trinidad colors.
Yeah, Trinidad
red, white,
colors.
and black.
And so you can go on the bookshelf and look for it. They always have like a West Indian section in the bookstore. So you just go to the West Indian section and look for Oh, My Testicles.
It's on Amazon also.
Are you going to send a copy of this to the health minister?
I need to get his address first.
You send it to the health ministry.
Yeah, you should do
and
that.
put it, I mean, it's supposed to go to him if something, once it's not ticking. I wonder if this is a, once it's not ticking, it's supposed to go to him somewhere or another. I mean, he must have an aide or something who will look at it and might have a sense of humor and say, I really should pass this on. Right? But I just think it's wonderful that, you haven't done what I know I've done and a lot of other writers do, where we kind of just sit around and wait for a publisher. You took it upon yourself, you knew I wrote these things, they have words, I want to share it with people, and so I'm going to publish these things. I'm just asking you to remind people out there, all the would-be published authors and all that, how was the process to get your book done?
Okay. Last time I was on the show, I spoke about a company called iUniverse.
iUniverse.com.
So I used them for this. Also, what I do is, for people, it's a little more expensive for me to bring down the books to sell down here. But you could check out my website, potbake.com.
Potbake.com.
Yeah. It has information on people, and links to different printers that you could use down here. So potbake.com.
All right, and people can go to Potbake and order your books.
They can't order. They could order it from Amazon.com.
They can order it from Amazon. Amazon.com is. You see, it's really nice. That's one of the advantages of things like the internet and all of that. I mean, too bad so many people just use it for porn. But of course, this is the name of this. I think.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
A lot of people think it's porn because I'm promoting the book on Saturdays in Trinity Mall by Sharon's.
It does have a kind of saucy cover, actually. You can see it. It's like, makes you think of lingerie. It does make you think of lingerie. But the man is talking about the health sector of Trinidad and Tobago from his very own experience. And I mean, it's not everybody would be willing to come forward with such a personal story in order to highlight the deficiencies of things in the public service. But he's done it. That's what writers do. That's what real writers do. So let's remind people. So it's there's 90 days of violence.
Yeah.
Right.
And my uncle recently released his book about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
So it's 10 short stories, if you want to show the cover.
Sure. And it's called Forward Ever, Backward Never.
Backward Never.
Bravo. And it's by Michael Cozier. And he'll be coming on the JayeQ show to talk about this. So it's a family thing, pastor.
And he's making some nice waves in Carcass and Point Fortin with that book right now.
Really?
Yeah, because he works in Trinidad. And a lot of people are interested in it.
Okay.
So he's getting some good feedback.
Well, I really think you should go and talk to somebody at the library to launch your book at the library.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, when I have some more copies.
You have some more copies, but they really should. If there's anybody from the library looking on, please, you got to make sure, launch this. I know you all do that. So launch Oh, My Testicles, A Tale of Entanglement by Lyndon Baptiste. We have to support our young people. So what now? What's the next story?
I hope in about 3 or 4 months' time to have my third one released, which will be called Boy Days.
Boy Days, wonderful. Yeah. I mean, something that they say is gone and dead and done. Was that what brought it on?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. What would you say your Boy Days made your Boy Days different from Boy Days of today?
I don't think I had much outdoor Boy Days.
You were bookworm?
Reading.
My
so
goodness.
Outside climbing mango tree, I think.
So I'm intrigued now. So what are would it be short stories?
Yeah, it's short stories. Okay. And I have some essays, political essays in it too. And
well, I'm glad you said the word political, because one of the things, today has not been going really well for me. I mean, it's certainly lightened up with the testicles and all that, but it's not been going very well. I remember sitting in the taxi, and one of the things I was thinking is, I just hate politics. I hate politics. I hate politics. So, in terms of politics, seeing that you had some political essays, what would you say is the gist of your political standing in terms of what do you think of the politics of our nation? And we're not talking about party people. This is not what we're talking about. We're talking about general politics. What do you think of it?
I believe that there are, I'm going to answer this the long way. I believe that there are people that, you know, have a real interest in getting things done politically. Those involved in parties and those who aren't. The young people are being kept out because they know to a great extent, you know, a lot of rubbish is being brought forward and they're leaving the pertinent issues on the back seat. So I would really like to see somebody emerge that could make some headway in terms of how we do things, infrastructure, how we use technology, because I'm a software engineer full-time. And as I say, going to the hospitals and knowing that things could be in place, I sincerely need that some people need to step down and make way for others. Yeah. And I hope to become a politician one day.
Well, that's
I hope to be the
fantastic.
Prime Minister of Trinidad.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I wish you all the luck with that. You know, I hope you're going to be a different Prime Minister. Don't kill me, I'm just a messenger. You know, hopefully you'll be a very different Prime Minister. I'll say it again. Yes, I can say that. It's a free country, democratic and all of that. But you're going to have to contend with my current BBF because he's going to be the Prime Minister too. So you'll probably, maybe you could do something unprecedented, be a double Prime Minister sort of thing, you know. Yeah, it's like...
Oh, but I can look into that.
You never know. I mean, that whole two Borat can't exist in one whole thing. That's just because it depends on the Borat, right? Borat. It's like Sacha Baron Cohen.
Bruno.
Borat. Bruno now. So all you people out there, I mean, this is fantastic. I'm having such a delightful time just talking with Lyndon Baptiste about his book. Imagine his writing. I'm sure he'll have you in stitches, no pun intended, as he talks about Oh, My Testicles, A Tale of Entanglement by Lyndon Baptiste. And, you know, I remember when this young man came on my show talking about his first book, 90 Days of Violence, which was like a kind of espionage, something kind of merged with like factual thingies or whatever. So he does that balance. Who knows? He could be our own very own Don DeLillo in the future. And if you don't know who Don DeLillo is, well, shame on you. Go to the library. Right? But yeah.